was just trying to set them.
Alti.tv.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Not University Mixed Nationals. I'm Gigi Morrison. I'm here with Noah Brinkworth, who's actually the TD of this tournament. Currently, we are in lovely, very rainy Birmingham. We've got TSU versus UCL. Well, the reason why we got Noah here is because he is currently with UCL. I used to be with TSU, so this is going to be hopefully a little bit more of an informative stream. Noah, how are you feeling for this stream?
I'm feeling really good. UCL have had some tight games so far. I'm really going into the weekend, but this Surrey Street team is really strong. Some players on recognisable club teams, so I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie, Gigi.
I'm sure you'll be grand. UCL have quite a good track history from previous years. With their mixed division in particular. I know that they've had players like CJ Calicio, who's now in the US, Axel Amala as well. They've played for, just a couple of years really. UCL starting on offense. Coming out of a vertical stack, just moving across the sideline. Looking for a deep shot in the end zone. Comes off well. First point to UCL. Clean offense.
Yeah, UCL could have played that point with a third of the field just all the way marched up the flick side. It's kind of the plan, so he's going to have to do more to stop that in the rest of the points. Hopefully they're not watching the stream and giving away our tactics. But really nice hold, really chilly offense. Love that from UCL.
So conditions have been a bit fluctuating today. The rain has picked up a little bit again. But it has been patches of dry and patches of really quite torrential rain. But thankfully, we've managed to stay away from any sort of thunder or lightning so far. Centering into the middle of the pitch, looking for a deep option. Unfortunately, just not executed it as well as they'd hoped. Just trying to find my roster to become a bit more familiar with names. UCL now back onto the sideline. Contended in or out, but seems to be uncontested actually.
Definitely felt like it was out, but Ali was happy with it. Everyone in Surrey was happy with it. Who knows?
It's very difficult to tell. Jonah Varney on disc. Swings out to Max Winnigan. Working a little bit closer towards the end zone. Beautiful dump and swing movement. Called in immediately. Great spirit from UCL. Fakes the high release flick, but opts for a much safer dump option. Swings out wide. Back into the end zone. Oh, just missed out on the bid.
Yeah, the Surrey player got a full hand to it, but unlucky not to score. UCL going to have a chance for a break here. We need to convert some breaks because I'm not sure our offense is going to hold up the whole game. Deep shots, JY. Unfortunately uncompleted.
How would you describe the general level of experience of this UCL team currently? Is it a bit of a mix or is it quite fresh?
I'm definitely going to say mixed to not insult the more experienced players on our team. But yeah, it's definitely got a lot of work to do this season to get ourselves up to the sort of level we need to be when we come to not uni nationals. Deep shot goes up. Sorry, receiver misreads. Can she collect it? Oh, layout. Did she go away with it? Drops. Unlucky from Sorry.
I believe that was Claudia Carnell bidding in the end zone for that disc. I might be incorrect. It's very difficult to see and we don't have correct rosters, so I do apologize if we get somebody's name incorrect. UCL, front of the end zone. Just an unfortunate little bobble, it bouncing off.
Yeah, tentative cuts there from the UCL stack, and an unfortunate turn from Jolie. Sorry, should punch this in. Ross walking up, checks in the disc. An easy open side. 1-1.
Yeah, just to give a little bit of comparison, this Surrey team is probably the most experienced team we've had in quite a while. I say we. I'm not part of Surrey anymore. I used to be, but it's probably the most experienced team that they've had in quite a few years. So they're like naturally other uni teams are. They're quite cyclical in terms of how experienced the players are. Sorry, I've got a doubling of my voice in the background. So looking at some of the previous results, Surrey have beaten Duff 9-2 already. So they seem to be taking a couple of wins. UCL have lost to Birmingham so far. How have the other games gone, in your opinion?
Yeah, we had a tight game against Lamp. Came away with a draw, actually. Unfortunate not to win that game. And then a game against Duff as well, which we lost. So it would be a big upset if UCL were able to hold, run some really good offense like we're doing here. Madeline with the disc, resets to Duncan. He's looking deep. Decides to be chilly. The option's there. I decides not to take it.
Sorry, getting another score. Beautiful shot into the end zone to Ian Lee. Bringing the score up to 2-1, I believe. If the scoreboard is being changed. Yes, it is 2-1.
Yeah, Duncan, one of our strongest players, chasing down that disc, but he's a little injured this weekend. I think normal fitness Duncan, nationals ready Duncan would have came away with the disc there, but a lot of these players taking it easy. Got to think about club nationals next weekend. For some people, this is a stepping stone to that. For some people, they really want to win this competition, and we'll see that even more on Sunday as we get to the business end.
Yeah, as Noah mentioned, we've got UKU Nationals next weekend. That's going to be held in Nottingham. That's also going to be streamed through Alti TV. So please do subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with any upcoming events and games. The team behind the scenes are working really hard to get as many games and as high of a quality content as possible. So please do try and support. Also subscribe to Hive Ultimate. Support the teams on Patreon as well. If you can give a financial contribution, it does actually really help us out. Also follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of social media. Let's get back into this game. UCL moving the disc beautifully up the pitch. Just working between the hands. A wonderful inside shot, but just out the fingertips. That was so close, but definitely a strong and solid option.
Yeah, not sure if we caught it there, but Ali with an inside shot to Madeline. Fingertips on the disc. May have been obscured from vision, but really unfortunate. And sorry, looking to go 2 breaks up.
Sorry, just working up the pitch. Moving it from one sideline to the other. Popping it into the front of the end zone. Bring the score up to 3-1.
Yeah, sorry, outplaying UCL on the legs on that point. Just many cuts too far away to really put any pressure on. Got to be better for UCL, but this Surrey team is super strong. As Gigi was saying, this is a really strong Surrey team that is probably looking to be in the top 8 bracket for Sunday.
So a lot of these Surrey players do also play Club Ultimate, which is where they draw a lot of their experience from. So you have players such as Camilla Spearing, who's wearing number 4. She currently has the disc in hand. She previously went to Swansea University. That's where she started her ultimate journey, and then she came over to Surrey to do a master's, and now she's completing a PhD. She's also really heavily involved in Guildford Ultimate. A lot of these players are heavily involved in Guildford Ultimate. That's actually predominantly where they get the club experience from. We've also had Jonah Varney, who was previously from Warwick, Ross Hurley, who was also previously from Swansea. So we've got experience from multiple sides of the country.
Yeah, a very scary Surrey team. And UCL struggling on offense, high floaty disc. Louis tries to pull it down, unfortunately doesn't grab it. Louis got some big hops, rugby experience, an athletic player, but unfortunately doesn't pull down the disc on this occasion.
Surrey Centre moving up the pitch. Some strong shoulder fakes and a brilliant defensive block. Fantastic awareness, just getting their body into the lane, picking up pretty much immediately. Cuts being generated, but just a slip of the disc. This is a very difficult condition to play in. Constant rain kind of doesn't really allow for any drying of the disc at all.
Yeah, and it's changeable as well. We've had the disc is always wet. Sometimes it's been pouring, sometimes it's been dry. But yeah, always wet on the ground. Always tricky to grip the disc, especially on those forehands. Camilla Spearing looks to get another point for Surrey.
Just a bit unfortunate drop there. Disc a little bit too low. Maybe slipped out of the hand whilst throwing. So we're seeing a little bit of sunshine for the first time today. This is wonderful. This is maybe the calm before the storm. I don't know. I'm kind of not feeling too strong about it. Fantastic grab out of the air there. Dumps it back. Looking upfield. Gets it off. Fantastic handler movement. A little bit of a bump onto the mark, but again, moving around the handlers. Beautiful inside out shot. Super glue hands, looking for a hammer. Something that we wanted to see all day and just got the score in.
Duncan did so well there to grab a disc, but thrown behind him by Carlo, unfortunately. And then a nice cheeky hammer over to Louis for the score. It's pretty good for UCL. I'm impressed. I'm happy. You know, there will be no angry chats after the game. So far, anyway. We've got to keep up the intensity against Surrey. They're a strong team, and moving towards the end of a long day of frisbee. I think a lot of teams are tired.
Both teams just taking a little bit of a breath, taking their time to get started on this next point. UCL with quite a zippy little pull. It gets over the brick mark. It does just sail out of bounds, but they're going to take it from the sideline, move it directly into the center. Hurley signaling for Spearing to either cut or clear. It seems to be a completely uncontested block there from UCL. Really good movement. Good communication here. Are they just going to go for the swing? Nope, going for another hammer. Oh, just out the reach. You can see that they seem to favour the hammer.
Yeah, such a great chance for UCL to break there, and it looked so close when we got right up into the full sideline. Hammer goes up. I can't say the decision wasn't great, but execution just out of the receiver's reach. And sorry, he's looking for the huck. It doesn't connect. Maybe a bit of good pressure with the D, maybe a touch, but UCL going to get another opportunity. Badlin walking towards the disc. Oh, UCL struggling out of this vert stack. Lots of pressure from Sari. Unlucky drop from Carla. Looks like they want to put it deep, and Sari does. And there's a speedy receiver, but just a little too far, maybe out of bounds as well. Can really tell what Sari want to do at this point. Win that territory and put it way into UCL's half and make it really tricky.
The disc seems to have gone out quite early on into the throw. That was Joe Navarni chasing down the disc. He was on the GP Under 24 men's / open squad in Heidelberg in 2019. Yeah, currently playing for Devon as far as I'm aware. UCL's vertical stack discipline is commendable. And Camilla Spearing just getting an arm in the way.
Yeah, we need to reset earlier there. There were some free players to take if we were willing to throw it backwards, but forcing it up the sideline is kind of the MO. Madeline gets a nice poach D there, checks it back in. Can we look reset this time? It's a horrible place to be. Oh, Rohan lays out, but well picked up by the Surrey player. Looking deep again. Deep shot goes up, caught, and one more to convert. Surrey scores.
Yeah, definitely making that look a little bit more chill than some of their previous options. So maybe just starting to reconsider, but there seems to be a call up pitch off of Varney's throw. Unsure what's happening. Nobody's using hand signals, unfortunately, so we can't actually really tell what's going on.
I think we're going to time out. Maybe the call was retracted or something like that. Goal will stand. Yeah, UCL just look under pressure. It's tension when we get into the tight vertical stack. It's like, oh my god, let's throw this tight inside flick and things like that. And a few times at this point, it wasn't working out great. I think we look better as we get into flow, as we get into the game and take the open options. And if we want to keep this vert stack discipline, we really need to be taking our swings. UCL going to be receiving on offense out of the timeout. Let's see what adjustments they've made to release the pressure on their offense, to stay tight, to stay, like at the first possession for Surrey, we're staying tight enough. We're putting on pressure. It's as the point moves on and more turns, it's just getting a little bit too loose from some of the UCL defenders at times. Duncan Doe retrieves the disc. Vertical stats set up. Addy on the disc now. Not a usual hand at Addy, but interesting that he's moved into that role. Let's see what happens. Is he able to find the reset? Duncan does well. Nice little pop over the top. Duncan trying to find something. Addy's free, is looked off. Or resetting back again to Addy. Not much happening downfield for UCL. Really need to get some energy. Louis picks up the disc. Addy unfortunately doesn't grab that with a layout. Just stifled from UCL. Can't get a free cut. Can't get any clear options downfield, and keeps it alive in the backfield for a while, but felt a little bit inevitable. Let's see if Surrey can convert the break. Nice pop pass. I love that little break. Can we find it to the other side?
Sorry, getting another break here. UCL were doing really well within the handler set. Just moving the disc back and forth, but as you mentioned, not really much in terms of cuts being generated upfield.
Yeah, and when they were, we're sort of free towards the sidelines, putting our receivers in positions that they don't necessarily want to be in when they receive the disc. So, end of the day, we've got to get something moving upfield. Maybe we should be throwing in some hucks.
Duncan! Huck it more! Huck it more! No, seriously, I'm not joking! The kind of interaction I want.
Okay, so we've had quite a lot of action already today. Coming towards the tail end of the round robin. So we've got 2 more games after this one on this pitch. As we see Surrey pulling just in between the brick mark and the halfway mark. Really close match defense. Quite an interesting, almost backhand, almost scuba, not quite either throw over the top. I love the look. Not necessarily the best execution, but looking for a huck immediately downfield to Joe Navarni, trusting the receiver. Jonah really taking his time. Oh, just out the reach.
Great grab from Joe Navarni on that huck. Jolie had the box, but Jonah's not a man easy to put in boxes. And Huck from UCL. Joseph needs to realize it's happened. And a streaking receiver, one more. He should drop. Needs to drop. Nice. Carla's got to chase it down. There's pressure. Nice. Brilliant score from UCL. Taking my advice to huck it more. Yeah, I think that was good advice. I'm crediting myself with that score. And Carla, of course.
Yeah, fantastic cool head from the UCL receiver. It can often be quite intimidating when you got somebody as broad and as tall as Jonah Varney running up behind you, but also credit to him for not completely bouldering through the receiver. I think that's something that needs to be looked at with admiration. So this tournament is following the Generation Rule A, which is ABBA. So if you're starting with one gender majority with A, you do the other for B, and then you alternate as such. But they're also trialing the new rule that WFDF have instated with the majority gender pulling as well. And so far, at least from the commentary booth, we're all big fans of this rule. A lot of teams have chosen to adopt it as well, such as UCL here, and some teams are choosing not to follow it. It's not prescribed, but it's been really nice to see a lot more people who wouldn't usually pull actually pulling.
And a really grateful from Madeline that point. Oh, an unlucky drop from Sorry. Gets a fist to it. Duncan going to pick up. Is he also going to take my advice to huck more? Let's see. He's a man of much chill. So to convince him to huck is difficult, but Louis is presenting the option. Big disc to Kai instead. Very spread out. Yeah, Louis still there. Duncan might put it deep, but a lovely inside shot. Keeps it low. Brilliant shoulder fakes from Carla. Told to be chilly. I don't know. I think it was just faking out a defender. Could we see another hammer? Oh, we do. Oh. Oh, no! Unlucky with Kai with the drop. Got to come to it. That's what Duncan's saying. Kai standing hands on hips. Thinking to himself, yeah, I probably should have come for that disc.
That was definitely much more of a mental block than a physical block, because there was no interaction between the Sorry player and the disc there. Sorry back on offense. Offense looking a little bit stagnant, but going for a big shot. Blady OI to Sweeting downfield. And UCL also taking their time to set up. Probably a wise option after so many games already. Sorry, calling for a backhand force. Quite uncommon, at least in the UK, to do outdoors. You do usually play indoors backhand, but less common in mainland Europe. Immediate deep shots. Is it on? Inches, just a game of inches. That was something that you called for earlier, and I think it's definitely the correct option.
Yeah, maybe Sorry has taken my advice as well. Duncan picks it up. Lovely little Mac from the Sorry player. Playing catch with Duncan. Disc mid-air. Are we going to look for another huck? Can we make it 3? No, intercepted by Sorry. Quick score opportunity. Can they push it in? It's so open, but Ross Hurley is the chillest man on disc of all time. Oh, Louis almost gets on the inside there. Foul. Needs to not do that, Louis. We'll have a word afterwards. Sorry, checks it back in. Looking to convert. Soul count must be getting high at this point. Thinks about the hammer. Nice block from Kai. And Duncan, I think he's sinking Huck. Oh, he slows down. Yeah, just a little too slow to get to it. Kai already very deep. Duncan just... audible frustration. Visible frustrations. Sorry. And Hucks it to Kai. There's a player down. Is it going to stand? May not stand. Looks like an injury called. Players acting like it's going to affect the play. One's call for a score. Lots of hands on hips. That's not a whiffed of call. Score? Score. Score! UCL score. Duncan hucked Kai. We got there in the end.
Just a quick reminder that if you're watching on either of the live streams currently, so on Ulti TV or on Hive Ultimate, feel free to subscribe. It's completely free. It really helps us out a lot as well. Patreon, we have Patreon, so please, if you do have any capacity to give us some sort of financial contribution, it would really help us out. We've got a lot of projects coming up. Follow us on Instagram as well. Also, we just love to have some messages. Just give us your feedback. Let us know what's happening. Also, big shout out to Felix. He's our camera guy for the weekend. He's putting in absolute work, making sure that everything is running smoothly behind the scenes here at Ulti TV. Score currently 5-4 to Surrey. We're 2 points away from the half. If Surrey managed to get a hold and a break. So inside soaring pull, staying in bounds and fielded immediately. Spearing completely unmarked for a little bit there, fakes a massive huck.
Ali absolutely sent by that fake. Outrageous.
Sorry, choosing to take their time. They know that this UCL defense is really quite difficult to navigate against, and just as I'm saying that, commentators curse. But in the favor of UCL for this case.
UCL with an opportunity to tie this up. I'm not gonna lie, didn't think it could be this close. Brilliant layout grab from Addy. Can he convert? Will he take my advice of Huck more? No. It's a really nice flick shot to Rohan. Rohan needs to find an option. JY to Carla, looking up the line perhaps. Cooler heads prevail. Centers to Ali. Ali swinging across to Jolie. Cool on the pitch. Looks like a pick. Yeah, hate to see it. I'm also on the pick. Hate brigade. Sorry, GG. Not a fan, but is that because we could just score there? Perhaps. Joseph looking for the score. Ali picks it up. Great grab. Really tight. Handle defense. Oh, well picked up by Carla. One more. Addy, he gets you with the layout score. UCL tie at 5. And we did not think UCL would be in this game as much. I certainly didn't. And it's super impressive performance in the UCL, turning it up for the camera. Sorry, feeling the need to inject some energy into this game now.
Yeah, UCL with the hands of glue seem to absolutely find every single disc there as we get replay of that last catch there in the end zone to tie us up at 5-all. Surrey's energy a little bit flat, but you can see some of the sideline are calling for a little bit more energy. So this is one of the last few games for these teams. I believe they might only have one more game each after this. And then they can chill out, recuperate, figure out what's happening tomorrow. Maybe have a couple beers. Who knows? Sorry, not wasting any time picking up the disc. Centering from the horizontal stack. High release flick into the end zone for a score, just bobbled. That was looking so smooth. But maybe just again a case of a slightly wet disc, not concentrating for long enough on the catch. UCL with an opportunity here, but they've got the entire pitch to work down. Looking to dump. And just through the hands again. Yeah, this disc seems to be very slippery. Very uncharacteristic drops here. But sorry, we've got the opportunity to bring themselves back into this game. High grab. Spike the disc. And sorry, are elated.
I think both teams have realised what this game means and the implications of getting into the top 8 and are really turning up the heat. Kai, some great defense on the line, but comes around a big outside flick, grabs it high, spikes the disc. Sorry, saying they're still in control and that we're not a threat. We've got to change their minds in the rest of the game.
It's the last 15 minutes of this game. Just a quick reminder of the format of this tournament. So games are 13, half is at 7. And at least for the round robin, whenever the hooter goes off, you finish the possession. So unfortunately draws can happen and that can mess things up a little bit. But we've not really seen very many draws so far. Sorry, pulling. Really nice pull. Putting them on the sideline as well. Not the easiest position to start off with. Sorry, hopefully coming in with the stifling defense, but fantastic cut to start off with. And just a little bit too much on the around. There seems to be a call, though it did look like there was a little bit of contact, but it's been disregarded. There's no more call, so this being checked in. Immediately looking to move down the sideline. A little bit of contact, but no call made. Completely clean.
Joseph just staying out of the way of landing on Jonah, I believe. Nice little bracket. Yeah, really tearing our vertical stack to shreds, and it's not looking great. Oof. Oh, the play on the field stop. Injury called. Yeah, lovely bracket from Sari there. That, you know, if you're running under straight into some bracketing defense, then you're in a bit of trouble. And UCL weren't able to find an option there. Sorry, looking to go 2 up.
Yeah, Jonah just holstering that initial shot, looking for the dump. Fantastic movement here from Haj. Back onto the sideline. Not very much movement downfield, but has a handler reset. Looking for the swing. And again, back over to the far sideline. Sorry, just taking their time. Into the end zone. Taking half at 7-5. This is definitely a very close game as we're moving into the final 13 minutes. Surrey up 7-5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play. See if I can make the difference. Pull it back. It's half time.
We've made him a little bit antsy. He wants to get on the pitch. He wants to make a difference. We'll be having my regular co-commentator, Luke Burgess, back. I believe you'll be back in the play-by-play position.
Or will I? Yeah. Well, hope you all enjoyed that intermission from our regular coverage to provide you with the dulcet tones of Noah Brinkworth. Making his commentary debut, I believe.
This is a great story. The commentator going and playing a game. Following it. You guys talk about it, right?
Yeah, let's see if Noah can make the difference in the second half. Tight game. So second half about to get underway. Hopefully Noah's going to play every single point as the teams realise that they're stood at the wrong end zones. Classic. Yeah, Noah as the TD should know better. So Noah goes to play and stands on the sideline. It's not good enough now. It's not even warming up. So yeah, Noah's going to go make the difference by standing on the sideline without a microphone. So the second half is underway with Surrey 7-5 up over UCL. Thought about the deep shot, opts not to go for it. Takes the reset instead. But the IO break to this near side does not complete. Surrey with an opportunity to bring this back to a 1-point game. But they do not take it, and UCL even to bring it to 1-point game. Surrey with possession once again. Opts for the deep shot. And that was pretty close. Very difficult this to read as a receiver and as a defender. UCL picking the disc up. Goes straight to front of stack. Huge double bid battle, but Surrey come down with it. Knocking on the door now, and there's the shot to the end zone. They will pull ahead 8-5. Maybe Noah should have been on the pitch rather than the sideline. So no, you're not going to make the difference in this game if you just play offense, bro. It's not how it works. So like, well, I'm not sure there is a consensus decision on timeouts from Hive Ultimate, but there's a few conflicting opinions sort of floating around. So my opinion is that we should just get rid of timeouts. There's enough stoppages anyway. A less severe opinion is only timeouts between points, which I can kind of get behind, but yeah. So then the even less severe opinion is that there should be unlimited subs as the hooter goes up. One more possession. Noah, you'd better make the difference, bro. Otherwise, what was even the point of you going on the field? And he immediately opts to throw the disc away. Fantastic choice. Comes on the pitch, here's the hooter, and immediately yeets the disc into the ground to end the game. What a player! Anyway, as I was saying, timeouts. Stay tuned for the next game, where I will elaborate on the various Hive Ultimate opinions on timeouts. See you soon.
Alti.tv.